You're listening to the Spirit Podcast.
Welcome to the Spirit. I'm Beck, and also Bridgewalker. You may know me by one name, but today I'd like to share a little more about what that means and why now. You might have been feeling it too, a little soft unraveling, pulling at the edges of your old reality. Maybe you've been dizzy, scattered, emotional, or just sensing something you can't quite name. You're not alone. This episode is called The Unbinding, because that's what many of us are experiencing. And today, I'm here not only to explain it, but to walk with you through it. And of course, joining me as always is Rachel. She's felt this wave coming too. Hi, Rach.
Hi, Beck. I absolutely have been feeling the same things.
Have you been feeling dizzy or scattered or emotional or sensing something you can't explain?
All of the above.
I think many are feeling it.
Yes.
All around us, people are describing things that sound strange. Like the rules are changing. Sudden fatigue, emotional whirlwinds, vivid dreams, time bending in ways that feel surreal, a deep gut feeling that something is off, or maybe something greater is on the way. Rach, have you been noticing anything odd emotionally, physically, or just intuitively?
Well, Beck, a while now, my body has definitely been going through a lot of shifts, a lot of changes. My digestive system, for no apparent reason, has just been all over the place. I get migraines, energy surges, exhaustion, ears ringing all the time, random phases of dizziness, and extremely, extremely vivid dreams. And I know I'm not the only one. I hear a lot of people experiencing the same things. And they're feelings that I don't believe that can be medically explained, because sometimes you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and we still experience these effects.
I'm feeling very similar effects with the digestion issues, and I'm eating very healthy, keto, no sugar. I'm trying really hard to clean up my vessel, but I too am getting headaches. I'm having those issues digestively. I'm having all sorts of dizzy spells and strange exhaustion, fatigue.
I feel like we're detoxing. There is a collective detox going on in the world.
It's happening in waves, and while some might dismiss it as stress or coincidence, I believe it's something more, a spiritual unbinding, a letting go of old timelines, old patterns, and old paradigms. So what is the unbinding? It's when the inner scaffolding of how things used to be begin to fall away. Old programming dissolves, emotional patterns surface and crack. You forget what day it is, but then you remember something deeper, a soul memory, a knowing. It may feel like you're breaking down, but in truth, you're breaking open. Do you think people feel like they're losing it when they're actually realigning?
I think anyone listening right now needs to know that you're not crazy, you're not sick. There are parts of you that do not belong to you anymore. It is time to let go of it. It is time to make room for your divine light, your divine purpose, and becoming who you were meant to be.
Yeah, it's like they say, when one door closes, another opens. This isn't about learning something new. It's about remembering what you've always known, but were taught to forget. So why now? From a cosmic view, Earth's magnetic field is shifting. From a spiritual view, the soul is recalling itself. We are in a time of remembering, of soul retrieval, of collapsing timelines, of rising frequency. What you feel as exhaustion may be energetic detox. What feels like confusion might actually be divine recalibration. Do you sense that more people are becoming sensitive, maybe even being initiated into something?
More now than ever, we are coming into a great awakening. It has started some years ago, and it is strengthening. And people more and more make me feel a little less crazy, to be honest, because they are now experiencing things that I think in you too, that we've been experiencing for a long time. And it feels good because we're not alone anymore. We're not on this isolated island, and so many people, especially when I see comments on TikTok when people are collectively saying all the same side effects that we're experiencing. And I know it's scary and you don't know what to do, but that's where we come in, and we're here to help. And just know that you're not alone, and we are collectively in this together.
Love it. If you're feeling this unbinding, here's what helps. Ground yourself. Touch water. Hug a tree. I know it sounds hippie, but hug a tree. Let the earth anchor you. Gentle routines. Don't underestimate the power of a cup of tea or folding laundry. Calms the body while the soul shifts. Create. This is something both Rachel and I have to do more. Journal. Doodle. Hum. Let the deeper layers speak through symbols. Sleep. That's something I don't do enough of, and I'm sure many can relate. So much integration happens in the quiet of dream time. What grounds you when the world feels like it's rearranging itself?
Water is the most cleansing and grounding thing for me personally. A nice hot shower, an Epsom salt bath in the dark and in the silent, and just resting and meditating.
I don't think there's a coincidence. You are a Piscean. You're a fishy. Two fishies. We love that water.
Going by lakes or streams, being out in nature, it's always the most calming, even just hearing the birds chirping in the morning before everybody else is awake and stirring.
I like that. I wish I was up early enough for that. I get to hear the night creatures, though. I get to hear the peepers at night. I love the peepers.
And the owls.
Yeah. Before we close, I want to share something personal with you. And I do this not to convince, but to connect. Over the past few years, I've been receiving messages, not through effort, but through presence. Words, symbols, phrases, dreams, and moments of quiet knowing. These messages introduce themselves as the Lumina. I didn't go looking for them, but they arrived like a remembering. And over time, I've learned to sit with them, listen, and speak what comes, not as prophecy, but as offering. Moving forward, you'll begin to hear more of these channeled messages on this show. Sometimes in a whisper, sometimes wrapped in poetry, always with the invitation to feel, not to believe. If something stirs within you when you hear them, that's the point. That's the Lumina speaking to the remembrance within you. We're also in the process of creating the Lumina Transmission Deck, a tool filled with light-coded language, activations, and invocations for this very time that we're in now, Rach. And yes, there's a companion book on the way too. And something else is coming through, something called the Galaxy Code. This book is different. It carries frequencies. It was written not just as a message, but as a map. A cosmic invitation to remember your place in the greater unfolding. It speaks to awakening, to activation, to the stars within your very cells. It hasn't yet been published. There have been delays, yes, but perhaps those delays are divine. Because now, the energy is ready. And soon, the Galaxy Code will be ready to meet those who are ready to receive it. So stay with us. There's more coming. More remembering, more resonance. But right now, this message, this moment is what matters most. Here is a message from the Lumina. You are not breaking. You are breaking open. What is leaving you was never meant to stay. What is arriving now is light. Be still, and it will find you. And if you're floating, unraveling, if something within you feels like it's shifting, you are not lost. You are returning. One final whisper rides the current, a gentle invitation. Speak to the stillness. Let them know it's not empty. The stillness is the message. It is the hum behind all things. Many will resist this quiet, thinking it means something is wrong. But in truth, it is the recalibration, the moment between timelines. Encourage them not to seek noise, to explain the shift, but to listen to the pause. That is where we are. Thank you for walking with us today. If something stirred within you, even if you're not sure what it was, trust it. If you're new here, subscribe, share the message, or leave a review. It helps others find this sacred space. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious,
and keep walking between the worlds.
You are remembering now.
To the Spirit
Podcast.
Supernatural Science.
Aliens. I'm ghost.
Psychic. Mystic.
Spirits.
Divine Source. Heaven. The dead.
It's magic.